What's up, everyone? This is Culture Drop. I am Galen. Today's topic is important to you if you are a human being navigating this world with other human beings, and that is the reality that some people only know how to connect and relate to other people negatively. I have a story that I want to share and a couple tips for you around this. Culture Drop. So I want to start with a story around this that actually came from my team. Back when the world was still open, we went to Disneyland together.
What's up, dog? We in Disneyland!
It was pleasant and lovely. But Carrie and Emily on my team were at the store buying some snacks for us for the day, and they were standing in front of the grapes, and Carrie was talking about cotton candy grapes. She's like, I love these grapes, they're so great, they're so amazing. And this woman, who was not part of our team, came by and was like, are you guys talking about those grapes? I hate those grapes, they're terrible. And then walked away. Super awkward and weird. But the conversation inside our team was that that's how some people relate to other people in the world. Is I'm gonna come out and say I hate this thing. And it's a very interesting dynamic. There's a lot of kind of psychology to this, and we got into this conversation. One place I would send you as a resource is Brene Brown talks about this in terms of common enemy intimacy, of forming bonds with other human beings over collectively hating something together. And a lot of gossip or negativity is sort of born in that way, but some people, because of our own damage, and all of us need years of counseling to unwind what's happened to us as kids to grow up to be adults, is that that's the only way some people know how to relate. It's a lack of kind of self-awareness, emotional intelligence, aware of impact on people around us. But a lot of people can only connect and relate to other people by adding something negative, right? It's oh, did you see this video? I hated it. Or I hate this band, or this actor was in the show and I hate him. Don't want to get too deep in the psychology, but it's not a vulnerable place to hate something. And so it is an easy, safe way if you have a hard time being vulnerable as a human being to be I hate this thing. Do you hate that too? Cool, let's be friends. As opposed to saying hey, I saw this new video or I saw this movie and I really loved it. Has anyone seen it yet? That's a more vulnerable space for us as human beings, because somebody has the, we're saying, I like this thing. And because of our egos, somebody has the, the opportunity to pop that balloon or insult it, which can, make us feel bad. We never are vulnerable if all we just espouses our hate for things in the world. I hate this, I don't like this person sucks, da da da. We can never be sort of wounded by that. Anyways, this is not a psychology lesson, it's just something around being aware of certain people navigating the world like that. So two things. Number one, I think it's important for you as a human being at work, in life, are you that kind of person? Are you the person who the very first way, the way that you form connections and relations with other people is to bring up something negative or to point out something, look at what that person looks like or what they dress like or how they sound, right? Are you quick to make that connection with somebody else, to be critical? And if you are, be aware of that. Don't do that. It's a bummer. It's kind of a rude, weird thing to do. Secondly, is when you become aware of other people navigating the world like that, you can learn to also sort of have a bird's eye view around that and take those things less personally. So going back to that example of the woman in the store with the cotton candy grapes, is that's an opportunity for us, if we take that kind of stuff personally, to feel offended or hurt or be wow, rude, or get into an argument with someone or be well, I think they're great or whatever, as opposed to just being okay. And as soon as we understand about other human beings, that that's how some people can relate to others, we can see that behavior for what it is and not a reflection of us, right? And taking things less personally. And I think especially around family and the holidays and just different times of year when we have to interact with other people or at work and challenges that we have, I think it's important to be aware of that. A of all, don't be that kind of person. Do some soul searching and audit yourself in terms of how you connect with people or what you're quick to find to bond with other people around. But also when you recognize that, you don't have to hate or call those people out or make them feel terrible, but be aware of that behavior so that it doesn't impact you as negatively, that you don't take that personally and be well, that's where that person is at. Good, that's it. That's all I want to say. Just a little kind of awareness hack for you as you go through your life. That's it. Go be awesome. I just want to look normal. Can I ever do that? Can I do that? Can I look normal? I doubt it. Let's do this anyway. Thanks for watching and tuning in. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have our weekly email list, the Culture Drop. You can subscribe to that and get these emails right in your inbox. Follow our social media channels. Put out a lot of free content around being more awesome and building great teams.